Well, as you mentioned, I think we do have a good mix of returning experience and younger guys that are developing. They're in the process of, especially with the freshmen getting up to speed of Division I competition and preparing themselves for this upcoming season. I like our talent base. I think we've got a good pool of talent to choose from, and also feel like this team in particular has a good chemistry about it and a good work ethic about it as well too. Um, as any season goes, we're going to have to deal with some adversity and deal with some things that don't go as planned. But I think this group of kids has the mentality and the approach to do that in a good manner. So I'm excited about what 2016 holds for this Bruins team. Competition is going to be extremely good again this year in our league. It's going to be a very competitive league, I feel like, and it's going to be weekends are going to be tough within the conference itself, with a lot of good returning players throughout the league, top to bottom. So I think that's as always going to be a good challenge for us. Both of those guys deserve the accolades that they got at the end of the season last year and that they may receive for the upcoming season this year. They're both hard workers, quality guys. They take a good leadership role for us, and they are a good example for us as well. Now, Tyler Fullerton is working back off of knee surgeries that he's had to go through over the past several months, and trying to get himself in a position where he will be back on the field on a regular basis. And Aaron Quillen, of course, will anchor our pitching staff going into the opening of the season as well. So I'm excited to have both of those guys back. Tyler should hit, dead center in the middle of our lineup and anchor that down offensively. And then, of course, Aaron should be our Friday night starter and has, shown me nothing that wouldn't indicate that he is going to do that. And as I say, to have those two back to start with is very exciting. And then, you mix in other guys like, Desi Amons is returning. We've got, Dom Veltry's going to be back in the lineup again this year as well. You know, that's exciting. Tyler Walsh, has continued to develop and to continue to grow. He's going to be an important part. We've got guys that didn't play as big a role in their freshman year that we anticipate will have a bigger role this year. Brendan Washington is returning in our outfield, so he's another solid player that we've seen a lot out of, in earlier years. One of our team captains, Zach Lannon, is a returning outfielder that's worked extremely hard and really developed so much over the past few years too to be an important factor in what we're looking for this year as well. Uh, you could look at people like Drake Bird and Rafael Bornegal, who came off of an injury last year, and the things that we feel like they're capable of contributing as well. And you can't overlook Kyle Conger, who played tremendously for us at shortstop last year and is an excellent defensive player for us. On our pitching staff, we have a lot of returning people as in Tyler Vaughn and Josh Tubbs and bullpen guys like Christopher Carroll and Zach Hodgkiss that are in that upper class echelon, and we expect them to contribute as well too. So we're excited about that core of people that we have coming in, and especially with our pitching staff as well too. We have a lot of talented young arms that have come into our situation as well, and we expect them to contribute very much this spring. Well, anytime you're playing at home, it's outstanding just because of the fact that it minimizes travel and wear and tear on your athletes as far as that's concerned. It gives our kids and their fans an opportunity and their families an opportunity to see them play on a regular basis. We're playing in, of course, familiar area, at our home park, and so that's a plus as well. The facilities that we have there at Rose Park are so outstanding. A lot of people want to come here early in the season because it is a turf field because of the city of Nashville, and normally our weather is pretty decent for teams that are coming from the north as well, and that gives them a better opportunity. Nashville's location and the ability for them to get here with relative ease is also a positive as well too. So that gives us the opportunity to have a good homestand usually to begin our season with. And as I said before, it minimizes the wear and tear on our kids and minimizes the travel as well too. Well, we'll always have some SEC games. We'll travel to Tennessee up at Knoxville and play them this year, later in the year. Of course, we're going to play Western Kentucky. We're going to play Middle Tennessee State. We're going to play Lipscomb home and home. Those are always games that we look towards and look forward to. We've got Memphis, University of Memphis, on our schedule again this year. On March the 29th, we play Vanderbilt at First Tennessee Park, or the Nashville Sounds AAA Park, new stadium here in town. And we're going to have some neat activities going on that night, of course, in the new stadium that they've just built downtown, and recognize some people that I think it's important to do that as well too. So great opportunities for our fans. We've got a game early this spring in the second weekend against Army, West Point Academy. I think we're going to be able to recognize our armed services and some of the people that serve our nation, and I think that that's an exciting date as well for our kids to look forward to too. So a lot of highlights within our schedule, and then of course, as we talked about earlier, just an outstanding OVC conference schedule with a lot of good opponents, both on the road, but we have some great teams coming into Nashville that will host here on our field as well for people to see.